do you mean it's too cozy?
I mean, we're like smushed.
It will work. Hey guys, and welcome to Nerd Central, better known as Comic Comments. I am joined by Pete and Dewi this week, and we're coming back to Secret Wars. We're now up to issue 3. First reactions reading this.
Starting, I was just hoping it wasn't a prolonged version of, well, Doom's world, like it doesn't go there, because I was expecting something new to happen. Some plots of the story I found relieved and cannot wait for the 4th issue, but there's some things I'm worried how they're going to portray it in the next issue, though.
Pete?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
It wasn't very enjoyable. Yeah.
It's like...
Oh, thanks. Count on me to find the optimism in this. But yeah, who am I kidding? It was terrible.
Nothing happened!
It's just like a filler.
We have Doctor Strange, who... I really don't like the way Doctor Strange is drawn. I don't know if it's just me.
He looks like Namor.
Yeah, I just don't like the way he's drawn.
No.
And also,
Yeah,
we get the return of this piece of shit paper cover. Like, I now have all of Convergence, and they have beautiful covers on them. That I'm just always going to pick that up until you bring back that gorgeous cover from issue 1.
Yeah, Doctor Strange doesn't look anything about the cape. It's the cape, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just him and Doom just talking about shit. They're literally like, oh, well, I'm God and I trust you, Doctor Strange. They find the fallen Thor that the Cabal killed in issue 2. And Ultimate Spider-Man turns up. And he was hiding on the same life raft as the Cabal, which was interesting but weird.
So hopefully that'll get explained.
It probably won't.
Get more Doom monologuing to himself, and he seems like quite a vulnerable character. Like, this isn't the Doom. This feels like Doom at the end of the original Secret Wars,
Yeah.
where he was very different, and we actually get to see a look at Doom's face, which is quite cool. Because I was watching a video the other day about how Doom's face is always kind of drawn in different ways. In like, Victor Von Doom was like a perfectionist, and sometimes he's drawn with a tiny little scar.
Yeah.
But to him, he's like, I'm hideous. And then other times he's drawn
Like
as having a mangled face. I don't know which one I like better. Visually, that's more striking, but I just love the idea that he'd be like, I need a cure, I'm hideous, just for like a scar.
He seems that vain, and he always refers to himself in the third person, so he would.
Yeah. We then finally get our heroes back. Star-Lord.
Oh, don't get to the part where Human Torch becomes the sun.
Oh, yeah.
That's true, yes. So yeah, we find out that Johnny Storm was kind of a bit of a rebel, and Doctor Doom left it up to Sue as like, what's going to be his punishment? And Johnny Storm is actually acting as the sun for Battleworld, which was cool.
Yeah.
So we get our heroes back, so Star-Lord, Thor, Goddess,
And original Spider-Man, or Amazing Spider-Man.
and then Captain Marvel and everything. And they have a little back and forth with Doctor Strange. It's kind of established that pretty much everyone that's on Battleworld doesn't remember any other life apart from Battleworld. So when they meet Ultimate Spider-Man, they're like, oh, he remembers what life used to be like. That's a big deal. And it seems that all our heroes remember what life used to be like as well. Because I was kind of like wondering about Doom's character, but when you see Reed Richards' reaction to Doom being God, you see that actually Doom is still Doom. And it's, you know, he's not happy at all with the way this world has been. We also find out that since Battleworld was created, 8 years have actually passed. And the hero ship was found 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3.
And Doctor Strange wasn't really sure what to do with it, so this pisses Reed Richards off as well. Yeah, we have Phoenix, Cyclops, which I guess is cool, but how is he controlling that?
Yeah, because he's supposed to go Dark Phoenix whenever he is.
But then again, by this point, because in Avengers vs. X-Men, they made the Phoenix no more.
Phoenixes get reborn and stuff, so I
Yeah.
guess they had some...
It's a rebirth metaphor, really.
Yeah, but it should still be the Dark Phoenix, so that doesn't really make sense. He's probably still going to be a dick.
I find it interesting that,
Why is he
we'll
not?
get a Secret Wars Civil War. I just love that image of
That's an awesome image.
Captain America is just smashing in Tony Stark's face. And then really we just see the Cabal who are searching for answers, and Thanos is just really chilled and he's like, answers will come to us. And when they ask how he knows, he says, I'm looking up, and all the Thors are raining down on him. That's issue 3, and it's weird because it just feels like filler. So we've got 5 issues left, and we're yet to see Secret Wars. Somebody throw a pie. It's okay, but I'm not gripped by this.
No.
Yeah, so losing faith in the rest of the issues. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, we're still going to get them, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm fully losing faith because it's kind of like... I feel like it's just taking too long to get things established in like... Okay, so but at least now we've looked at how things work, we understand Battleworld, our heroes are back.
What if Doom saved some people as well? Like, you know, Strange, Susan Storm, maybe?
I thought it was just Strange, Molecule Man, and Doom who...
Yeah.
remember.
Because you had Strange, Molecule Man and Doom were the ones that confronted the Beyonder in Time Runs Out, and obviously Sue and the kids were in the same life raft as Reed and they broke off. So Doom was able to pick them up and save them. I kind of feel like the war itself will more than likely be, like Dowie said, like a rebel uprising of Reed Richards is going to be like, hell no, this is not. Like, he'll probably go to war. Obviously, the Cabal are going to be a faction. Yeah, because I reckon we're going to have the Thors as Doom's army.
Yeah.
We're going to have our heroes that we actually care about. And then we're going to have the Cabal as well as a third party.
I reckon Galactus should just show up at the end and kill everybody.
What do you mean just show up? He's already in
he
it.
is.
He's you see him holding
Yeah,
the
he's
kids.
just
And his hand
not doing anything.
His hand looks like Iron Man's gauntlet. I'm assuming this is Molecule Man, like a statue of Molecule Man.
Yeah.
Or is that just Molecule Man?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's
I think it might.
Because it looks like his feet are like...
stuck in the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, throughout the whole issue, Doom's got a white hood, but the cover of the next one is green again. So
There's a green tinge. Because Sue basically says that, like, for Doom to gain the trust of his people, he should show his face. I'd love to see a Doom that's just like walking around with just his face on show and becoming less and less the Doom that we know. They could do anything with Doom. We could end Secret Wars and Doom could be a hero.
yeah,
Like, that's what I think that's what's going to keep me reading, is the fact that they've said that this is going to change everything. And we're probably going to start to see those changes in Secret Wars. So, like, that's what I'm excited for, is more the aftermath than this event itself. I was really excited for this event, but I don't think you can say it's bad, because there are probably some people who are reading this and they're loving it. I'm not going to say it's bad. Well, it's not to my taste.
yeah.
Like, there are stories that I've read that other people are like, it's the worst story ever, and I'm sat like, but I enjoy it. Like, Suicide Squad, New 52. Everyone hates the New 52, and what I've read, I'm like, I enjoy. But then you were saying that's probably down to, like, not being too familiar with the old. So maybe that's it. Maybe just be nostalgic nerds who are just like, no. This one thing I've realised about the comic book community is that they don't like change.
That's usually public community, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but it's like when they brought in, like, every time they changed Robin in Batman, people were like, no, don't change Robin. I don't want change. And it's like, sometimes change is welcoming and refreshing.
Which is your favourite Robin? Mine, Damien.
Really?
Yes. Yours is Jason Todd, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Dick Grayson, not my favourite Robin, but obviously he's Nightwing, and that's cool. Damian Wayne just not a fan of. I feel like we're kind of drifting off the point.
Yeah.
Do you know what you guys should read though, just as a side note? You should read All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
The worst Batman writing ever.
I thought it would be.
It says there's All-Star in the minute in it.
No, 'cause
With
it was
All-Star
Batman.
Superman's
Yeah.
great though.
Yeah, but that's All-Star Superman. This is a dark character, but it's All-Star Batman. Think about it.
Yeah, but it's not a Batman story. It's a Robin story.
Yeah.
And it's written by, is it Grant Morrison or is it Frank Miller? Okay, so it is Frank Miller. But yeah, that explains, because Frank Miller's he either writes like awesome Batman stories, but this one was like, there's a line where Batman actually says, "I'm the goddamn Batman," and basically it's like Dick Grayson just doesn't care at all, and Batman's like, "Aren't I cool? Aren't I awesome?" And then Dick Grayson's just giving him shit the whole time, and eventually Batman says, "Are you retarded or something?" It's the worst writing ever, but sometimes things are so bad that I just want to read them. Anything else really on... It's so difficult to talk about this as an issue because...
Nothing actually happened.
Nothing happened.
Should we say when the next one's out?
When is the next one out, Pete?
First of July, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, but that gives us... What are we on? June 3rd.
It's just under a month.
That means we're going to have a lot of time to bring you guys some other stuff. Original Sin, that's on the books, definitely. I now have Convergence in its entirety, so we'll do a Convergence video as well. I'm more excited to read Convergence than I have been about this, because I read issue 1 and I actually really did enjoy it. So that'll be on the books, and then it will just be whatever we particularly feel like. I feel like we should, balance it out maybe and try and look at some more DC stuff.
We could get some of the new stuff because continuity now.
Yeah, there's a lot of new titles coming out. Also picked up the start of Darkseid War. Excited to read that. And then I've got Justice League 40 arriving in the post, as well as Secret Wars issue 0 and Convergence issue 0. So yeah, we're going to be looking at Darkseid War as well, because I think Secret Wars is all Marvel's really got going on now until August, I believe, and then just tie-ins upon tie-ins. I'm not fussed with tie-ins, so I'm probably just going to stick with main title. Same as I did with Convergence, like, I just stuck with 0 to 8. I'm not buying Convergence. Like, what do you reckon has more tie-ins, this or Convergence, if you had to guess?
Convergence. No.
But what I liked about Convergence was it was just, like, 2 issues per character. So really, it was like, whichever character you gave a shit about, you could just up there 2 issues and read extra on that, whereas this I'm not all that fussed about. Kind of looking forward to where it's going. I'm still optimistic enough to say I'm looking forward to where it's going, so yes, I'm excited for issue 4. You've already said you're excited for issue 4.
It can only get better from here, so yeah, sure, me too.
And then I guess
If it doesn't, we're just going to lose faith.
Probably.
Until it comes to like the final issue where like a giant war breaks out.
They'll need more than one
Yeah,
issue to do Secret Wars.
Yeah.
The wars need to start next issue, definitely. I guess the only other thing to really say is, any further predictions for where you see it going now? Because it feels like we're just sort of piecing it together bit by bit.
Well, I definitely see Doom making his public side appearance, winning over the public on why he should be God.
I'd actually quite like to see that.
And I think Reed's going to react when he realises his wife and children are on the side of Doom.
That's a good point.
But Sue is one of the people that's been told. Doom said he's told her about the past life and everything. Yeah, because when Sue looks up and she's like, "I miss him," I thought she was talking about Reed, but she's talking about Johnny. And it's interesting because, yeah, she doesn't... It kind of feels almost as if Doom's given her a little bit of information, but perhaps it.
Not everything.
I cannot wait for Reed and Sue to come face to face, because either it'll just be like pleasant reuniting and they'll be all happy and everything, or she's going to be like,
Dex Doom in the snows.
who's this? Like, she might not even know Reed. And I just like the fact that, Ultimate Spider-Man, having both Peter and Miles is quite a cool thing. And I wonder what they'll do with that after Secret Wars. So I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Literally cannot think of anything else to really say for this one. A much quicker one and everything. We're doing some more filming later on this week. Don't forget, the competition is still like wide open. I was also thinking of potentially doing a competition where it's like there'd be a 4-digit code and there'd be a digit in like 4 different episodes, and then once you've got all 4 digits you write it in the comments, and the first person to do that would get a prize as well. So a lot of competition ideas, so just keep watching and keep sharing this. Don't forget, you can go facebook.com/comiccommentsyt, and that's our main hub for everything. If you've got a question for anybody on the show, use @MusicNinjaMatt and just tweet out a question. There'll be a playlist in the description where you can watch all the episodes of Comic Comments as well, and just like and subscribe and just leave us comments, give us your thoughts on Secret Wars issue 3 or just Secret Wars in general. Tell us if you love it, if you hate it, and anything that we may have missed that you think is of massive importance. Just let us know about that. So I guess really it will be bye from me.
Bye from me.
Bye.
And we will see you in the next one.